George Clooney in the romantic comedy Intolerable Cruelty. Catherine Zeta-Jones, good to have you back.
Nice to see you again, Matt.
It's been since Chicago, so it's been a little while.
Was I pregnant when I came on before?
You were pregnant. We did it in the theater.
That's right.
And you were. And congratulations on everything since then. Tell me about this movie. This is a romantic comedy about marriage and divorce, but kind of heavy on the divorce side.
Yeah. And a little quirky with the Coen Brothers twist to it, and much more interesting. George Clooney plays the best and the meanest divorce lawyer in the world, and I happen to be a serial divorcee, so you can imagine it was love at first sight.
Tell me about the Coen Brothers first, because I've always loved their movies, Raising Arizona and Fargo and some of the others. This is the first kind of traditional romantic comedy they've gone into, and I think I read the first time they've directed a work they didn't write.
Yeah, that's right. I think George Clooney actually brought them the material, and they did do a rewrite on it. They are amazing filmmakers to be. I was so honored and flattered when they asked me to be part of the movie. I was a big fan as well, and then throw George Clooney into that element, and it's just fantastic. And I think in school people should study them. They're just so comfortable about it with being on a film set. It's just an amazing experience.
When you talk about the type of people who should see this, suffice it to say, engaged couples with a couple of weeks to go before marriage probably not going to want to go see this movie.
I think everyone should go see this movie.
But I mean, this is clearly a dark look at marriage.
Well, yes, but there are elements of marriage that is dark. And I feel sorry for everybody living in California, particularly in LA. Our movie takes place there, so you can imagine it's a heightened reality of divorce marriage and prenuptial agreements.
You call your character a serial divorcee, but she's a little more than that. She's calculating and plotting, and marriage to her is a way to get big bucks on the divorce.
It's a profession. Yeah, really, it's a profession. It's a profession that I don't want, but it is a profession for her. But I wanted to make her charming and nice, and that she's like the hurricane. She's the eye of the storm, and she doesn't realize how much chaos and she can create around her. So I wanted Marilyn Maxwell to be likable. I think given that she has so many husbands, there must be some element of her that's charming and attractive.
At least for a short period of time.
Yes, until she gets the job done. But it was a lot of fun for me to play her.
Romantic comedies hinge so much on chemistry between the two lead actors. And so talk to me a little bit about trying to develop. Had you worked with George Clooney before?
No, I met him very briefly after one of the...
He's an easygoing guy.
He is a terrifically easygoing guy. But that doesn't necessarily make a great chemistry between a man and a woman on screen. I think it's really hard to rehearse that, to instigate that. And I must say, having just met George briefly before, after a screening of a movie, we were straight on the set. The first scene together, it was just instantaneous. It was, yes, this is going to work. And it's in the writing as well. It's like a tug of war between us. It's very sharp, quick dialogue, and it's a bit of a fight, a cat and mouse game with us. And I must say that the chemistry is really terrific.
Let's take a look at a clip from the movie.
Is that all?
No, that's not all. It was worth it.
A romantic divorce attorney.
You fascinate me.
Let's cut to brass tacks here. If you look at the movie poster here, or the marquee, it's going to say, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Intolerable Cruelty. They're saying it's the first time your name above the title. You're expected to carry this movie.
Oh, my gosh. I hadn't thought about that. Actually, I had in Chicago, I was above the title.
But there was a large ensemble cast there.
Yeah,
You are
right.
the absolute lead actress in this movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have Billy Bob Thornton, but I guess he's a guy. And Jeffrey Rush, yeah. I hadn't thought about that. I just want people to go and see it.
But, I'm reading, and how people write about this. This is kind of a turning point in your career, that, this cost about $60 million to make. They have a number in mind as to what would make it a hit.
Yeah.
And that's going to change. And whether it reaches that number or not is going to make a big difference in your roles and your salary down the line, down the road.
I never understand all that. I mean, it really is quite a weight on anyone's shoulders. I think if you have a fan base that people are wanting to go and see you up there, are interested in seeing you in movies, And you can, we all promote our movies and we do as much as possible, and that is really a big part of our job, to come out and speak about our movies. It's really, really important. A lot of actors say they don't get paid to act, they actually get paid to promote and talk about it.
It can be months at a time,
Yeah,
on
but
and off.
it's important, and you just have to give, I think, when I love my job, and I'm so lucky to have this job, that you go out there and do the best you can.
Good luck with the movie. It's
Thank
called
you. Nice to
Intolerable
see
Cruelty.
you.
You too,
Good
Kathy.
luck
It's a
with your new
pleasure.
baby.
Thank you very much.
Yippee.
We'll be back in a moment. But first, this